Well, whatever Kevin's stipulation is, we are going to find out tonight as Kevin Owens makes the stipulation for Extreme Rules official. Stay tuned tonight to find out what the stipulation for that match will be at Extreme Rules. And we are kicking things off with a 6-woman tag team match. This, of course, the final stop, the final SmackDown before Extreme Rules. It's a big night tonight. We will find out just what stipulation Kevin Owens has in store for the triple threat match between himself, Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton. But that's later on tonight. Let's talk about this match here. The brand new Toxic Attraction of Gigi Dolan and... my goodness. Excuse me, everybody. I lost my train of thought there for a second. But Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne aligning themselves with Sonya Deville to form the new Toxic Attraction. And they have made mortal enemies out of the way. That being Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. And of course, ever since Sonya Deville has aligned herself with Dolan and Jane, she has placed a target on Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, which last week led to LeRae making a deal with an old friend of hers in a returning Bianca Belair. Which up until this point, Toxic Attraction has not felt the power of the EST. You have to remember, a few weeks ago, when Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell teamed up, they were actually successful in tag team action against, at the time, the debuting Toxic Attraction of Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne. But then that night, Sonya Deville will come out and attack both Hartwell and LeRae. So you have to wonder if the experience of The Way as a tag team can play into their cards here. And of course, Indy Hartwell, freshly new on the scene, but a long time member of The Way. And I would personally like to think that there is a bright future ahead for this young woman. Of course, LeRae, a veteran in the business, has had nothing but positive things to say about Hartwell, saying that she views her like the daughter that she never had. She has, in a way, raised her to see her full potential and then some. The future is definitely bright for Indy Hartwell. And here comes the EST. The fastest, the quickest, the smartest, the strongest, the EST of the WWE. We have not seen Bianca Belair since Money in the Bank. The very first pay-per-view in Universe mode. She has not been seen since the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. She's been out with injury, but tonight she makes her triumphant return to Friday Night SmackDown. Man, you know what? After that, I'm feeling pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped up, man. It's a big night tonight. It is the final SmackDown before Extreme Rules. And we got a big 6-woman tag team match kicking things off tonight for Friday Night SmackDown. And here we go. Match underway. Gigi Dolan slamming Candice LeRae right into the mat to kick things off, and LeRae out at 1. Weird observation, but it's a battle of the colored hair early on here. Like I said, weird, very weird observation on my part, but nonetheless. What does LeRae got in mind here? Looking to do a springboard off the ropes and a bulldog right into the center of the ring. And you gotta imagine a win here over Toxic Attraction would very much satisfy The Way, also including Bianca Belair. And now look at this. Hartwell from the top rope. Shoulder block from the top rope. Give the assist to Candice LeRae. And now Hartwell dropping an elbow right into the chest of Dolan. We might get to see what this young woman is capable of. Nice bulldog there. I'll do you one better, says Hartwell. Dolan has now received 2 bulldogs, one from Hartwell, one from LeRae, and now, oh wait a second, Dolan going right after Belair, and now going after LeRae. Meanwhile, Sonya Deville on the other side of the ring, going right after Hartwell as she tosses her back into the ring. Now, oh man. Toxic Attraction showing early on that they have the numbers game. You do not want to get into a 3-on-1 situation with them. And to be fair, Gigi Dolan showing her in-ring brilliance, going after both Hartwell's partners in Hartwell, or my mistake, in Belair and LeRae. And now speaking of Belair, and oh, wait a second. Jane cutting off Belair, trying to shut down her momentum as early as possible. Now look at this. Belair off the ropes. And Jane, what a power slam by JC Jane. Now follows it up with a DDT, and Belair has not gotten any offense in since being tagged into this match. It has been all JC Jane. Now look at this Belair. They don't call her the EST for nothing, the toughest. Taking all that punishment and now getting right back into this match here. Look at that, squatting that weight. Nothing to her, as a stalling suplex there by Belair. No, it's just a good old-fashioned wrestling takedown, and well, you saw Dolan and Deville looking for the hot tag there, but unable to get it. Now Jane looking to take some wrist control here. Oh my goodness, what a spine buster by JC Jane. Dragging Belair into the corner here. And now looking to take advantage. And we saw them hit this earlier, and again, double super kick with succession. Now, oh my goodness. What the hell? What the hell is Candice LeRae doing? Up to the top rope here. And LeRae thinking something big. Oh my god, what a DDT from the top rope. That was new. And LeRae for a 2 count, and Gigi Dolan getting the shoulder up at 2. There's so much action going on. It's hard to keep track of who's who right now. Now Gigi Dolan now takes out the knee of LeRae. And Gigi Dolan, arguably one of the more favorable members of Toxic Attraction. Don't really ask why. I mean, it's pretty obvious in a big boot there by Jacy Jayne, who has been the controlling factor so far for Toxic Attraction in this match. And a roll up here by LeRae and a kick out of one. And of course, earlier tonight, oh my goodness, hold that thought. Jacy Jayne plants Candice LeRae in the middle of the ring. Is it enough? And Belair is there to break up the pin. There's been high action since the opening bell, and now Belair gets an elbow right off the bridge of her nose for her troubles. Now, oh man. Jayne taking her eye off of LeRae. Paid the price for it. And now tag in comes Indi Hartwell, who meets Jayne with a neck breaker. Of course, as I was going to say before, there have been murmurings backstage that the Way member, Johnny Gargano, has been in talks about a potential spot at War Games, and now look at this. Hartwell just trying to fight out of the corner here. Of course, Gargano in talks for potentially getting a War Games qualifying match next week on SmackDown, but right now, the ladies of the Way are kicking ass as Indi Hartwell buries a knee into Sonya Deville. And up until this point, Hartwell has been, she's had the number of, well, I perhaps spoke too soon here, and Deville with a combination there. I was about to say Hartwell perhaps having the number of Deville, but we saw how quick Deville was able to strike back. And Belair had to break up that pin there. Hartwell looks pretty dazed out there. And now look at this. Meanwhile, LeRae being hit with the cheap shot. And oh, look at that. On the other side of the ring, Hartwell throwing Gigi Dolan into the barricade. And now Deville dropping down. And this ain't good. Rolls through and a boot right off the chest. And that'll cave in your chest cavity. Is that the right word to use there? I'm not really sure, but look at this. Burying right hand after right hand right into the forehead of Hartwell is Sonya Deville, and an elbow just for good measure. Trying to cave in the head of Hartwell is Sonya Deville. Now setting up for something here, and now what a clothesline by Hartwell, who needs to get out of this match, and she does. Tag, in comes Belair. And look at this, Belair trying to cut off the support. You cut off the head of the dragon, you'll be met by 3 more. That is the saying, right? That is how that goes. I'm not entirely sure. But a roll up here by Deville and a 2 count. Oh, almost had her. She almost had her. Now look at this. Going for a reverse guillotine lock here. And this is brutal. This is absolutely brutal on your vertebrae. But Hartwell able to step up and break up the submission here. But she might pay for it. Now look at this once again. Sonya Deville and Toxic Attraction taking out the members of the Way. Trying to shrink down the ring and leave the opposition with no options to choose from. And now look at this, a Black Widow submission here by Gigi Dolan, and again Indi Hartwell to break up the submission. Clearly she has learned a lot from Candice LeRae, of course former NXT tag team, of course former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell. But look at this, Bianca Belair, a former women's champion in her own right. And now look at this, look at the strength of Belair here. Oh my goodness. And wait a second, Belair, not done yet. Standing moonsault, she can do it all, can't she? And a 2 count here as Dolan's able to get the shoulder up. What a match we are witnessing here to kick off SmackDown. And now look at this. Belair plants Dolan. Midsection first right into the mat here. And now look at that. Oh, well, thought about going for Sonya Deville there. Now, wait a second here. What the hell is this? Oh, man. We saw Dolan hit this in their tag team match against LeRae and Hartwell just a couple weeks ago. And I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Looked like Dolan might have spaced there. As she continues the assault here on Belair, now bouncing her off the turnbuckle. Of course, as previously mentioned, this is the final SmackDown before Extreme Rules in Detroit, Michigan, where we will see Dakota Kai take on Becky Lynch in an Extreme Rules match. No rules, only Extreme Rules. Kind of came up with that one on the fly, I gotta be completely honest. Now look at this, Hartwell with a sidewalk slam to Jacy Jayne. Is it enough? And no. LeRae and Belair unable to make it in time to prevent Deville from breaking up the pin. And now LeRae's got to get out of there. Of course, trying to beat the referee's count to 5, otherwise she would have been disqualified. Those are the rules of a tag team match. Now tag in comes Bianca Belair. You got to think these women are desperately wanting to put this match away here. This has been an absolute barn burner, but these women have to be spent. We are going on 16 minutes in this opening match as Belair takes care of both Sonya Deville and Gigi Dolan. On the side, oh, what a kick there by Jacy Jayne. Holy hell. That would make Carl Anderson blush. The spinning heel kick there. And now wait a second. Belair KO'd to Jacy Jayne. And now again, unfortunate if you're Bianca Belair. Members of the Toxic Attraction came to at the most unfortunate time, and this match continues. But how much do these women have left? As Jacy Jayne, oh wait a second, in the corner, Candice LeRae causing a distraction and a hot tag. In comes Indi Hartwell with a neck breaker. And now tag, in comes Sonya Deville, who's met with a big boot by Hartwell. And Hartwell taking care of Dolan on the outside. If you're going to try to win this match, now is the best time. And now Hartwell, look at this. Plants. What a DDT to Sonya Deville. And is that enough to put away Toxic Attraction? And no, and again a kick out at 2. And now Hartwell's frustrated. But Jacy Jayne and Gigi Dolan still out on the outside, and a sidewalk slam. Is that enough to put away Sonya Deville and Toxic Attraction? And it is. The up-and-comer Indi Hartwell gets a huge win for her team in this match. What a 6-woman tag team match to kick off Friday Night SmackDown, and there's still plenty more to come. Holy hell. Welcome back, Bianca Belair. Well, I don't know who Thea Hale could be talking about, but I do know who this is. This is the megastar, L.A. Knight. Yeah. Man, that never gets old. It has been a while since we've seen L.A. Knight on an episode of SmackDown, but the megastar is here. Looking to put his name back on the map after being out for a few weeks. Yeah. Man, that is really fun to do, isn't it? I see why everyone loves doing that so much. But nonetheless, LA Knight in action. Here in just a matter of moments, and oh, how's this for a surprise? It's him! Carmelo Hayes! Has made his SmackDown debut. We heard rumors. There were rumors surrounding a certain NXT call-up, but they never specified who that would be, and now we finally see who they were referring to, and they were referring to him. Carmelo Hayes is now officially a part of the Blue Brand. This is monumental. And what better match for Carmelo Hayes than one-on-one with the megastar? This episode, it just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better and better. As Knight sends Carmelo Hayes into the corner. Now look at this, looking to stomp away early. But Hayes not letting that happen. We already have, oh man, we already had an instant classic with that 6-woman tag team match to kick off the show, and now we got ourselves a little bit of a showcase match here with Melo is Money. Well, not if LA Knight has anything to say about a sidewalk slam here and a cover and a kick out of one. But Hayes not backing down from a monumental challenge such as this, and LA Knight getting hung up. Getting hung up on the top rope here. Now look at this, the ground and pound by Carmelo Hayes. And if you have not seen NXT, let me tell you something about Carmelo Hayes. You want to talk about a generational talent. You want to talk about someone who could lead this company into the future just solely based off his talent alone. Carmelo Hayes is that guy. He is him, as he likes to say. And that is no moniker. You watch NXT, you would understand why he in fact calls himself him. But there's a difference between him and the megastar, and right now LA Knight is showing why that is the case. And a nasty elbow drop from the top rope, followed up by a suplex, and Knight showing that he can do this whole thing too. You want to match up with Carmelo Hayes, you got to match his speed, and that is a very tall task to achieve. And as LA Knight, oh man, Carmelo Hayes, perhaps a little main roster inexperience, taking too much time in the corner there. And LA Knight taking full advantage with a back body drop. Now the arrogance of Knight starting to show off. Now wait a second, what is Carmelo Hayes got to do here? And a kick right to the face. Normally we see Melo joined by his partner in crime, Trick Williams, whoop that Trick. But Trick Williams not here tonight. It is all about Carmelo Hayes. It is all about him tonight. Of course, Trick Williams just recently won the NXT Championship. And now Carmelo Hayes. Nothing is stopping this young man tonight. Of course, Mays, a former NXT champion in his own right, and LA Knight being suplexed right into the steps. That was vicious on the part of Carmelo Hayes. And it seems like Knight's trying to shake off that suplex into the steps earlier. And, I mean, I'll give him credit where credit is due. That is no easy task. But of course, last time we saw LA Knight, he was getting endorsed by John Cena. John Cena singing his praises the night after SummerSlam. And now, look at this. Oh, man. Hayes being sent right into the steel post. But Knight might not be done here. That is not an easy sentence to say. And again, Hayes off the steel post. And now Knight this time gets him into the ring. And now LA Knight, after taking that bump right into the steel steps, has taken control of this match. And a burning hammer there by LA Knight to put this match away. Is it enough? No. Carmelo Hayes staying in this thing. You gotta imagine a BFT could be waiting for Carmelo Hayes in the near future here, but wait a second, Melo plants LA Knight. Melo's not going away that easy. As I mentioned before, Carmelo Hayes, former NXT World Champion, which of course is now being held by his buddy Trick Williams, and what a counter there by LA Knight, powerbombing Hayes right out of the sky. And Hayes has to collect himself here. That was a nasty spill he just took. And now Knight, Hayes perhaps playing possum here, sending Knight off the top rope. And now Hayes, what a dropkick, basement dropkick, right off the jaw of the megastar. Now Hayes was looking for a clothesline, but LA Knight was able to counter it. And now look at this Knight going back up to the top rope here. We saw him try to go for something earlier. What does he have in mind here? LA Knight with an axe handle from the top rope. Don't let his physique fool you. The sneaky athleticism of LA Knight being displayed just now. And now, oh, wait a second. Was thinking about a BFT was Knight, but Melo had other plans. And now Melo going for the cover here. Is it enough? And a 2 count here, no. And LA Knight with the shoulder up. And you gotta imagine, with Survivor Series looming in the distance, a win for either of these two would be detrimental. Now look at this. What a kick right across the chest. And you could hear that one up in the rafters. There was some oomph put behind that kick. And oh, what a clothesline. Now, oh, wait a second. Holy hell, what a counter. Who saw that coming? Clearly LA Knight didn't. As Melo looking for perhaps nothing but net. And he gets all of it. Nothing but net by Melo to put this match away. See you later, LA Knight, and no, a kick out at 2. That is the same move that won Carmelo Hayes the NXT Championship from Braun Breaker. And now Knight taking advantage here, giving Melo a run for his money and then some. with a back body drop there. And now look at this, Melo again showing out tonight here in his SmackDown debut. The moveset of Carmelo Hayes is nothing like I have ever seen before. This man has the tools to become a star here on the main roster. But right now, he is being tested by the megastar. And now, speaking of which, LA Knight rolling up Carmelo Hayes here. Is it enough in a 1 count? I thought that might have been it. Now LA Knight looking for the BFT, and he gets it. And now a cover here to put this match away. Melo never saw it coming. And a 3 count. And a victory for LA Knight, who put away a very game Carmelo Hayes, who has a bright future ahead of him here on SmackDown. But unfortunately, LA Knight was just a step quicker. Yeah. God, that is so fun. Well, looks like we may or may not be seeing the SmackDown Women's Champion on Monday Night Raw. That could be pretty interesting. And speaking of interesting, we are about to have ourselves a tag team championship match. For the past few weeks, La Familia and the Alpha Academy have been at each other's throats. Dominic Mysterio got himself intentionally disqualified against Chad Gable, which caused Otis to come out for the save, and then the following week, which was last week, Bayley would rake the eyes of Otis, which would allow Dominic to take control and get the victory over the big man. And now it's for all the marbles. The Alpha Academy are challenging Los Lotharios for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. This is sort of a rubber match, if you will. And I've talked to Bayley about how she views Los Lotharios as a part of La Familia, and she stated that Angel and Humberto are family, but they do not need to be told what to do. They are a couple of grown men, and they can make their own decisions. And it seems like she's starting to treat Dominic the same way. You heard what she said. She told Dom that he is on his own when it comes to going one-on-one with the new United States champion in Dijak. Of course, that's at Survivor Series. And of course, Bayley has her plate full, seemingly, with the Women's World Champion in Rhea Ripley. But tonight, Los Lotharios, they have their hands full with the Alpha Academy. who, of course, are former Raw Tag Team Champions in their own right. So, I mean, it's not like they're going up against a couple of slouches here. Otis and Gable, two very experienced veterans in the tag team division. And of course, you can say the same thing about Humberto and Angel, who tonight, not only are they defending the SmackDown Tag Team titles, but they are also defending the honor of La Familia. Of course, let us not forget, Los Lotharios played a huge factor in allowing Dominic Mysterio to become a part of this faction. But now they hold the gold here on SmackDown, defeating the Street Profits to win the titles, and we haven't seen the Street Profits since. And now Gable. Look at that. What a throw there by Gable to start off this match, and a quick DDT to follow up. Of course, we saw Gable challenged. Whoa, oh my God. Had to censor myself there. But holy hell, what a flip over the top rope there by Angel. But as I was saying, oh man. Nice deflection there by Chad Gable, or Master Gable, as Otis likes to call him. Gable had Dominic beat. We could have had a new Intercontinental Champion. And I think Dominic realized that too. That's why he had to cheat. He had to get himself disqualified just to retain the title. And I'm sure Gable took that personally, in a fisherman's suplex there by Chad Gable. Now tag, in comes the big man, and here's someone that is going to be very hard to stop, especially in a match like this, as Otis throws, I believe that is Angel, yes. Throws Angel over the top rope, but Angel, what a maneuver there. Now tag, in comes Humberto. And oh my God, well, so much for getting some offense in. Immediately, Humberto gets taken down there. And oh, look at this springboard here. And oh, a double counter there. Gable one step ahead of them. One step ahead of Humberto. And now, oh man, this is starting to get ugly now. This is starting to get a little ugly. And now look at this Gable with a kick there, and like I said, this thing is starting to get pretty ugly here. And I look at Gable. Oh my God, what a... I don't even know what you'd call that, but it was effective. You gotta imagine these two, Otis, Chad Gable, they gotta be... Oh my God, the big man just took flight. Otis just delivered a picture-perfect dropkick. I've seen it all now. I thought I saw it all when Cena hit a tope at SummerSlam. No, now I've officially seen it all. But you gotta imagine, the gold is all the Alpha Academy can think about tonight. They can't think about anything else. And now look at this, Otis taking Humberto for a ride here. And oh man, hopefully Humberto doesn't have vertigo after that. Now tag, in comes Angel, a much needed hot tag from Humberto, and what a takedown there by Master Gable, who buries a forearm right into the jaw of Angel. Nice, look at this, some chain wrestling going on here. And a counter, nice counter there by Angel, and turns it into a backbreaker. What a sequence of events there from Angel, as he sends Gable into the corner. Meets him with a forearm, and now look at this. Gable immediately following it up with a dropkick. Alpha Academy not playing around with the tag team champions. They realize how important this match is. Now cover here by Chad Gable to look for the pinfall. No. Angel, or my mistake, Humberto, breaking up the pinfall there. And Gable continuing to do work. And again, another deadlift fisherman suplex. All that was missing was the bridge cover there, and that would have been perfect. And a DDT there by Chad Gable, who is very proud of his work. That is for sure. And a drop kick there that drops Master Gable. And now tag, in comes Humberto, and now look at this. Tag team specialists here. Going to work, and now, oh man, backbreaker right across the spine of Gable. And now cover here by Humberto and a kick out at 1. Gable not going away easily. And what the hell? A cartwheel that stops Chad Gable in his tracks, and now I think that just pissed off Gable. Once again, tagging in the big man Otis. What in the hell is about to happen here? And oh, what a boot there by Gable, and that felt personal. The big man hyping himself up, and oh, wait a second. That might have been a mistake, Humberto. And now look at this, Otis sending Humberto off the ropes, and now a collision between the two. And that Enziguri, 2 Enziguris in a row. Otis is still on his feet, and a third one. Otis is still on his feet, and Humberto has to tag out. Humberto is all kinds of flustered right now. Otis is on a different level of timing at the moment, and oh my god, what a splash. Right in the corner. That would be enough to injure an ordinary man. Los Lotharios, they are no ordinary men. And now look at this. Angel, oh my goodness. The athleticism being put on display by the tag team champions here. And oh, Angel, not done. Showing out tonight are the tag team champions. And follows it up with an elbow. Angel going off here on the big man, Otis. Moves like that, that is why these two are the champs. Look at this, again, Otis not being able to be taken off his feet. And look at this. A drop kick off the ropes would drop any competitor on this roster except for Otis. And a springboard back elbow there by Humberto. Otis is an absolute powerhouse and is being put on full display right now. And Gable looked like he was going for that roll through German suplex, but Humberto, wise, taking out the big man. And oh, look at this. Humberto with a roll through here, and is it enough? No. Once again, I cannot stress this enough. This is the final SmackDown before Extreme Rules in Detroit, Michigan. Oh my god, what a clothesline. That turned Humberto inside out. Oh my god. What a clothesline by Chad Gable. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do anything like that before. I don't think I've seen anyone get that turned inside out before. That was crazy. But like I said, Extreme Rules live from Detroit, Michigan. Of course, La Familia won't be there. But they are here tonight, and they are putting up a fight against the challengers. But man, oh man, are the Alpha Academy making it seem like the tide could be changing. What is Otis thinking here? Look at this, the Caterpillar. He finally hit it. As Otis drops the elbow in a cover here. Is it enough? And no, Angel immediately breaks up the pin. We almost had new tag team champions there. The scene would change, you could say, for the better, and a DDT by Humberto. And now look at this. Oh, what the hell? How the hell do you hit that on a guy like Otis? A drop kick. This match has been absolutely insane. And now look at this. A roll up here by Angel, and is it enough? No. And perhaps Angel maybe thinking wing clipper, perhaps. And he's got him hooked up. Can he cross the shoulder blades here? And is it enough? But it might be, but Otis is fighting. Angel just could not get enough to hook the big arms of Otis. And now tag, in comes Humberto. It's crazy to think that this match is still going on. It has been nothing but bangers tonight. SmackDown has been absolutely on fire tonight. And now Humberto with a kick right to the side of the head. A nice standing moonsault there. Now Humberto looking to end this match to retain the tag team titles. And no, Gable has too much heart. Gable not willing to give in. Humberto thought about hitting a super kick there, but oh, wait a second. Gable looking to end this match here. Roll through. German suplex. Is it enough? Do we have new tag team champions? 2 and no. Angel gets in at the last second and breaks up the pin. This match continues. I cannot believe how fast-paced this match has been. And now, oh no. Oh my god. Humberto needs to get out of there in the worst way possible, and he did it again. That's twice now he's done that to the big man. The strength of Humberto is absolutely insane. And now Angel looking to lift up the big man, but Otis not having it. Now look at, oh, sit down, Angel. Sit down. As Otis looking for the new tag team champions, and no. Angel holding on to the tag team titles with all he has left. And oh, look at this. Angel landing on his feet. Takes out the big man. Takes out Otis. And a knee right across the jaw, and that might have stopped things. This could go either way between these two. What a match this has been. And now look at this. Looking for the roll through German suplex one more time. This time to Angel, and he gets all of it. Chad Gable looking to become the new tag team champions, and no. Alpha Academy had this match won on 2 different occasions, and now Gable from the top, and no. Angel moves out of the way. And you got to think Dom and Bailey, they got to be loving what they're seeing right now out of these guys. Now Angel thinking wing clipper, submission hold, locked in again. Look at this. Gable fighting it. Fighting out of this hold here, but Angel not willing to relent. Who's going to break? Who's going to break first? And Gable's able to escape. Gable's able to escape. The match continues. We are witnessing a classic between these two. And Garza, Angel Garza, once again takes out the big man. And a roll through to retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Is it enough? And Los Lotharios steal one. Angel and Humberto survived. They didn't just beat Alpha Academy. They survived. But nonetheless, they are still your SmackDown Tag Team Champions. What a war between those two. Well, Edge has officially been announced as the team captain for the men's Survivor Series team. And, well, speaking of Survivor Series, it is picking up because next week is Survivor Series season. As next week, we will have Survivor Series qualifying matches as Roxanne Perez takes on Carmella, and the winner will advance to the SmackDown Women's War Games team. And that's not all. As just announced by Shawn Michaels, Sami Zayn will take on Dexter Lumis, and the winner will join Edge in the men's team in War Games. That is a huge match. And then, of course, another qualifying match has been made official as Johnny Gargano will be taking on LA Knight. Yeah, and the winner will go on to join the men's Survivor Series team. And coming up at Extreme Rules in Detroit, Michigan, it is as personal gets. Dakota Kai will be taking on Becky Lynch in a match that has been in the making for months. This is as personal gets, and it is all going to be coming to an end in an Extreme Rules match. I am very much looking forward to that. And then, of course, made official this week, Cody Rhodes will be taking on Sheamus, and is what now has been made official as a Donnybrook match. That is going to be absolutely brutal, but I am all here for it and then some. That is going to be a match to definitely look forward to. And then, of course, in a matter of moments, we will be finding out what this triple threat match between Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens will truly be, as these three will go up against each other for the World Heavyweight Championship in a stipulation of Kevin Owens choosing. And of course, we'll find that out in a matter of moments. I can only imagine what Kevin Owens' decision will be in just a matter of moments. And then, of course, lastly, we have the Usos and Solo Sikoa of the Bloodline taking on the New Day in a 6-man tornado tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Extreme Rules is coming your way live from Detroit, Michigan. And how's this for a surprise? Shawn Michaels, the SmackDown General Manager, is out here to join us. As within a matter of minutes, we will hear from the 4-man tournament winner, Kevin Owens, as he decides what the stipulation will be for the triple threat match at Extreme Rules. We've been waiting on this all night. Apparently so has Shawn Michaels, who has been wasting no time setting up his teams for Survivor Series, already appointing Liv Morgan and Edge as the captains of the men and women's War Games teams for SmackDown. He's been a busy man. An absolute legend. And he has joined us live on SmackDown. And now we await the third and final member of this trio. The time has come. What will the stipulation be? Wow, well, how's this for sore eyes? Oh my God. Well, it has been made all RKO by Orton. Well, it's been made official. The triple threat match at Extreme Rules will now be a ladder match. Our next stop will be at Extreme Rules. Thank you for joining me. I will see you in Detroit.